is now live. Multi-streaming with
Alright. Arg. Come on. I like they update it. Not like they updated it. We'll try again. Oh, come on now. What the hell's the deal here? What is the deal here, Sig? Why are you being a pain in the ass? There is no update, so why are you giving a bad token? Arg. Don't know. Don't know. Don't know. But it always ain't working. There it goes. Finally. Third time's the charm, I guess. I don't have any idea what its problem is. No idea. Star Citizen. It's the way things work. Not very well. This will be my last time in the PTU until I notice they do an upgrade, or not a patch, new patch. Come on. Let's not take all day. Not all day. I don't know how I would have the Optimum. I haven't drinking any water, but what do I know? Don't know how it works. No idea how it works. Stutter, stutter, stutter. Stutter, 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 stutter. Lots of stuttering. Stutter, 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 stutter. Stutter, 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 stutter. Stutter, 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 stutter. Lots of stuttering. That's the purple and imperial. Pretty much nothing. Pretty much nothing. Nothing, nothing, nothing. Nothing, nothing, nothing. Alright, we gotta go upstairs, don't we, if I remember correctly. I've been here a couple times. Nothing up here but Kabasa. Upstairs it is. Stutter, stutter, stutter. Lots of stuttering. We got stuttering down pat. We know how to stutter. Alright, got guys doing weird things on the benches. Something you only get in Star Citizen. Weirdos on the benches. Yep, lots of weirdos on the benches. Alright. Okay. Pad 3. Wow. Still haven't fixed that bug. God damn it. Here I forgot already what it was. Jesus Christ. I'm just not even paying attention. Not even paying attention. Well, this ain't it. That's all I'm seeing it either. It's closer on one, wasn't it? Yeah. Oh, well. Oh, this might be it. Startup.
Acknowledged.
Shake off.
Ascending. Retracting modules. Handing you the con.
Thank you, and please visit again.
Star map.
Activating now.
Flow star map.
Affirmative.
Range.
Collecting data.
Isn't that wonderful? Man, you know. Cruise control.
Affirmative.
Everything's blocked in this game because we have the world's stupidest navigation computer. Yep, very stupid. It has dumbed down pat. Well, my hydration finally went down, it looks like.
I put my request in for the 890 so we can learn the areas for the boarding missions.
Yeah, it'll take a lot of learning. That place is a maze. A lot of learning there. Okay. Cruise control. Range.
Affirmative.
Whoops.
Collecting
Range.
data.
Yeah, that's a pretty big, good-sized ship, so... Range.
Collecting data.
Jump.
Jumping.
Frame rates in the PTU are not near as good as they are in CPU. Usually it's the other way around, I have found. Well, they fixed refuel, repair, and stuff, and then they broke it again. It no longer works. So it took them one patch to break it. Very disappointing. On the other hand, with the radial menu, you no longer have to worry about losing a gun, I don't think. As long as you switch guns in the radial menu, which is easy enough to do, it doesn't throw one of your guns on the ground. Now, it will still throw your gun on the ground if you do it the old way, because you can do it both ways. But I have figured out if you use the radial menu, you don't lose your guns. Marble glass.
Open mobiGlass.
So that works. And as you can tell, they are staying on your character now, unlike every time before you had to log in, you had to re-equip them. I have noticed they are staying on. So, I have a sniper rifle, I have the pistol, I haven't put on the closed mobile glass. I guess technically I could probably even engage my multi-tool, couldn't I? Mobile glass.
Open mobiGlass.
Check and see if that will stay. Okay. Now. Huh. And that stayed equipped to the multi-tool. Son of a gun. Things are starting to work. Close bubble glass.
Closing mobiGlass.
I guess they are. I don't see it, but I just got it. Oh, there it is. Oh, well, it's equipped. Yes, yesterday when I was playing around, I noticed all in the R&R stations and the refueling and all that was working perfectly. And today it's not working after their patch. Accepted.
Accepted.
So that's very disappointing. And no, I'm not going to prison. Yeah, we got stutters now and frame rates aren't great. And they have turned interdiction back on. I was interdicted 3 times this morning. Once by scanning patrol, twice by pirates. So they definitely turned it back on.
I get about 17 FPS at micro.
Yeah, was getting 25 in New Babbage, but that was not with VR. I was on the monitor. When I first logged into this PTU, I did it without loading it in VR because I wasn't sure how it was going to run. And most I got in New Babbage was 25 frames per second. So I won't even go there in VR. That'd be That'd be I mean, it'd be terrible in VR at 25 frames per second. And even like right now, I'm in quantum travel, and on the PU, I get, if I was on a monitor, I get about 90, 80 to 90. In the PTU, I get 60, 58, 60. So it's a good 20 frames per second reduction. I also noticed that yesterday I was using 17 gigs of RAM, and I was not streaming. I was doing nothing but playing on a flat screen monitor, and this game was using 17 gigs of RAM. So yeah, they got some things pretty messed up.
Good stream. We'll check back later today.
Alrighty.
Peace.
And I did figure out you can store water, how to do that. Well, water bottles. You can put water bottles in your inventory. I haven't figured out how to put food there yet, though. You can only buy one item at a time. Even water bottles, I would think you could buy a 6-pack or something. But obviously it doesn't work that way. I haven't got food to store, but I have gotten water to store.
The audio is real loud now. Did you notice that there is no compression?
Yes, I did. And I have the audio turned down quite a bit in the game. I think I'm down to 50. Because it's really, really loud from what it used to be. Yes, I turned it way down. It was hurting my eardrums there for a while. And I kept turning it down a little at a time. And it didn't seem to make any difference. So I finally turned it down to half. Music and sound effects. Much louder than it is in the PU. And I'm sure they'll probably push out another patch this evening, or whoever's patching it tomorrow morning. I guess Area 18's still screwed up. Very disappointing that the refuel, repair, rearm doesn't work again. I couldn't even get it to work by hovering. Just wouldn't work, period. Everything was red. And I will check it again. It might work at Olisar. I don't know. Desync hasn't been as bad as what it was, I guess. Why they delayed it, I don't think it's any worse than it is in the PU. Range.
Collecting data.
Now it might be, I don't know, but it just doesn't seem to be any worse as that. I don't think so. Let's see. Sometimes just there it is. Jump.
Jumping.
A lot of stutters. I have noticed more stuttering. but they just might be more noticeable just because the frame rates are less. And I notice it takes longer, like that ship there. Notice it was a question mark before it showed up. I've noticed that a lot, especially in interdiction. You get a bunch of question marks in front of you. They're actually bad guys getting ready to shoot you. Permission to land.
Approach protocols engaged.
Close mobile glass.
Please proceed to
Closing
sign
mobiglass.
landing bay.
Landing mode.
The landing gear is down and locked.
Yeah, a lot of stuttering now that we don't normally have. Or at least I'm noticing it. So we're going to land and try to refuel without doing the hover shit. And it was working yesterday, but it hasn't been working. It wasn't working earlier when I was on. Mobile glass.
Landing complete.
Open
Business
mobiglass.
lane.
Nope. It's broke. There you have it. Close mobile glass. The only way to refuel your ship is be at a base. Close mobile glass on a moon.
Closing mobiglass.
I'm hoping those still work. I don't know if they do. Power down.
Powering down.
Or claim it on insurance. And this one is almost dead empty because it came in from Microtech. So, that's disappointing. So I'll claim it on insurance. And you notice they changed the color of the airlock doors. These used to be yellow. They are now white. Everything's white now. I mean, it's different. I don't know why they would have bothered. Then supposedly this asset's getting removed from the game. But they surely did. A lot of stutters though. Alright. I'm going to claim it. So it'll be refueled. Might as well claim the Warlock too, so it'll be refueled, because I took it out to Lorville. Alright. Yeah, I thought we got over that. Somebody's shooting the station now. Somebody's shooting, or the guns on the station are shooting. Incoming call. Incoming call. Is that perhaps you trying to use in-game voice chat? See, these only last 30 seconds. I don't see...
No.
I don't see the purpose of these consumables for mining. 30 seconds duration. This one's 10 seconds. Instant. $30 seconds. I just don't see the purpose of using a consumable that has no lifespan. Well, maybe I'm missing something, but I'm mining And I'm supposed to use a consumable when, how, you know, I don't get it. I don't understand what the purpose of these are. I don't care what they do. They're only going to last for 30 seconds. You can't break or fracture a rock in 30 seconds. So, what I'm going to guess I'll try is I'm just going to see what did they screw up mining so you have to use them? Is that what they did? I have no idea. But I see no reason to use those because, like I say, what do I need a 30-second buff for? I don't have any problem mining now. Why do I need to buff it? So did they screw with something and now you got to try and filter in consumables? And how are you even going to install consumables? How are you going to use them when you're in the middle of mining? I'll buy a couple, just, you know, but I don't understand the whole. Something to me doesn't make sense. Don't understand the purpose. I just don't get it. Like I say, a duration of 30 seconds. I don't get it. Don't get what the purpose of it is. And how would you even use them while you're mining? Mobile glass.
Open mobilglas.
What the hell's this? Okay, yes, I accept the invitation. Oh, I guess it lets you know when you do something now. Huh. That's different. Let's see what this is. What is a sub-item slot? I guess I can load them, up to 3 of them. Five charges. I guess I can take 5 of them, but how am I going to use them? It's not like they give us directions. Close mobile glass.
Closing mobilglas.
I have no idea. And does everything look a little bit different? Like maybe they changed something in the graphics? See my.
For your convenience, our automated ship organization system
All right,
builds
let's
a
give
storage
it a
of
whirl.
all vehicles. To access your craft, consult one of the terminals located throughout the station.
So they're going to give you an 890 jump? Well, they're not going to give it to you. I don't think you have to worry about giving it to you. But I bet it did spawn. I've noticed it does that a lot. It's when I go back and check, it says on pad. And it's exactly what it says here. So, see, it's screwed up. So I wouldn't worry about it when it says it doesn't spawn. It really does. It just doesn't register that it does. Whoops. I like this better white than I did the yellow, but I don't understand why they would have made the change when this is an asset they're going to throw out. Maybe because it's going to be in the game for so much longer now that they felt guilty. Yeah, things just look different for some reason. I don't know what it is. I haven't changed any of my VR settings. I mean, it looks good, don't get me wrong. It's just that things are much clearer, should I say? Sharper. Okay, now this didn't have any blue on it before, I don't think. I think it was all silver. Now it's got blue, you see that? I'll have to check some of the old streams, but I don't think this had any color on it. I think it was all silver. But it's definitely blue now. May just be something I never noticed before, but I don't think it had any blue on it. Cannot find the, there it is. Yeah, I don't believe it had blue paint on it before. And back here looks the same. Alright. Oh, we got some serious reflection here on this canopy. You see that? Huh. Start up.
Acknowledged.
Yeah, serious reflection. Holy shit, never had that before. I mean, it doesn't bother me, but never noticed it. So yeah, they did something's different with the graphics. Take off.
Ascending. Retracting modules. Handing you the com.
Everything just seems to be sharper or more highlighted.
And please visit again.
Range.
Collecting data.
Somebody's heading out to Microtech. Jump.
Jumping.
Yeah, something just seems to be sharper than it was. There's a hell of a glitch thing there. I don't know what the deal that is. Range.
Collecting data.
Jump.
Jumping.
Yeah, a lot more reflections in this cockpit. A whole bunch of reflections coming off this canopy that were never here before. Huh. All that is new. Almost like they turn the fidelity up. And that's actually going to be annoying. Because that's an awful lot of reflections. Lights.
Lights on.
Uh-oh. Alright, now let's see if we can eat here. How do we do this? Being I'm in the player. Can't really do anything except exit seat. Now I'm out of the seat. Now let's see. 86%. Shit. It no longer hovers if you're not in the cockpit. Hope I didn't break anything. Not what I want. Okay, now why is it in oh, it's in the other suit. Alright. Mobile glass.
Open Mobiglass.
Storage is suit only, doesn't switch with you. So, let's see here. Close mobile glass.
Closing Mobiglass.
Disappeared. Mobile glass.
Open Mobiglass.
Alright. Maybe I didn't save. Close mobile glass.
Closing Mobiglass.
Jesus, this is going to be a pain in the ass. See, I don't know what happened to it. Change view.
Roger that.
Change view.
Roger
Change
that.
view.
Roger that.
Mobile glass. I don't know. I don't.
Open
This
Mobiglass.
is screwballed. You can't figure out where anything's at. So I don't get it. Close mobile glass.
Closing Mobiglass.
Yeah, see, yeah, it doesn't work right. Something, I don't get it. Mobile glass.
Open Mobiglass.
I don't get it. I bought it, supposedly put it in storage, and it's no longer there, so I don't know. Doesn't matter what unit I put it on, so I give up. Give up. Close bubble glass.
Closing Mobiglass.
I don't get it. Says nothing there, so. So obviously you buy things that disappear. If you use the radio menu, everything seems to work without dropping it. Which is nice.
You go to prison yet?
No, I ain't going. They can't make me. I refuse.
CS1 is 30 minutes.
30 minutes? Are you practicing prison now?
CS2 is 50 minutes.
Wow. I ain't going. I'm not going to be a bad boy. Okay, so obviously you buy water.
I actually paid my fines and still went to prison.
Really? Well, you're not supposed to do that, are you? If you pay your fines, why would you go to prison?
Yet it was lame.
Huh.
I had to check it out.
No, I have no desire to go. I don't know what that graphical is. That showing up just in me, or is it showing? Yep, showing up on this monitor too. Don't know what that is. That reflection's off of. Don't know. Scanning mode.
Accepted. You may now proceed.
Flight mode.
Changing flight mode.
Yeah, things are working a little bit different here. Lights.
Lights on.
Lights. Huh.
Lights on.
Yeah.
I also found out the hard way you can't hover and get out of your seat, but in my case I died.
Yeah, I just did that too, and it didn't work. Now it just falls to the ground. I was close enough; it didn't matter, but I just discovered that myself. You can no longer get out of your seat in hover mode. You're sitting there hovering as long as you're in a seat, but as soon as you get out, it starts falling. I discovered that as well. Thankfully, I wasn't that far off the ground. Mining mode.
Affirmative. Stand by.
Wonder if that is a bug or it was removed.
I bet it was removed because they don't want you hovering and getting out of your seat. I mean, doesn't that make sense? In a perverted way? You can, if you're out in space, you get out of your seat. Well, have you been in quantum travel and got out of your seat? See what happens? I haven't tried that. It may be a bug. Scanning mode. I'll have to try that.
Accepted. You may now proceed.
Yeah, it may drop you out of quantum travel now.
QT, you can get out of your seat still.
Yeah, then I bet they removed it. Yeah, the lighting is messed up. Something's different here. It's changing constantly. Mining mode.
Affirmative. Stand by.
Alright, we're gonna bust this. Now, I don't see how... I got these mining consumables installed, but I don't see what they're possibly... how you would even use them. Now my mouse is not working. And I'm sure it's not the mouse. There it goes. Yeah, I don't see how you could possibly use these consumables. I don't have any extra buttons. So I don't get it. Something I'm not understanding, I guess.
I plan to just backspace at a port and reset it all.
That'll work. Well, I don't mind it so much if we can actually buy it and store it, but I already did that, and now it's all gone, and I haven't used any of it. So, obviously, whatever, it's not working. Yeah, I don't get this whole,
My stocked bar in my 600 should cover me also, but you can't use any of it. They have a lot of work to do then.
Fine. It's
oh
done.
shit, what the hell? Cruise control.
Affirmative.
Why would you cruise control automatic? What the hell is going on? Okay. It's just trying to piss me off, isn't it? I have no idea how far I went. Oh, come on. This is ridiculous. All right. Yeah, this the lighting's all screwed up half the time.
Every ship that had food and drink needs a rework.
Scanning mode.
Accepted. You may now proceed.
I mean, I got shit showing up here that just is ridiculous. I got big reflections on my... I mean, you know what? I'm sorry. I'm not impressed with this build at all. I've got lighting screw-ups here. All of a sudden it's daylight.
I haven't tired my coffee pot in my 300 yet.
Oh, you gotta try that. Probably doesn't work, but you gotta try it. Yeah, this is just a mess. God. I'm sorry, they got this all messed up. I mean, I don't know what they're trying to accomplish here, but this is pretty screwed up. I've got this big ass reflection in the middle of my screen. I don't know. I'm not impressed. I'm sorry. I'm going from complete darkness to daylight just by the angle that I'm facing the ground. Now it will scan your ship. It will not scan these rocks. But I can actually tell you I can tell you the model of your ship. You're almost 15 kilometers away, 600 Turing, and you have 100% health. But yet it will not scan these rocks. Will not give me any information on these rocks. So figure that out. Yeah. Mining mode. Mining mode.
Affirmative. Stand by.
Yeah. Inert. Huh. Wow, this thing is just being crazy here. Rocks are disappearing. Scanning mode.
Accepted. You may now proceed.
Oh, finally got a reading on it. Mining mode.
Affirmative. Stand by.
I see absolutely no how to use these mining consumables. Gimbals.
Actioned.
Gimbals.
Actioned.
Oh, come on. Gimbals.
Actioned.
Gimbals.
Actioned.
No, you're not. Come on. Gimbals.
Actioned.
Gimbals are not working. Why aren't the gimbals working? Come on. Yeah, I'm not impressed. Not impressed at all with this build. Why won't my gimbals work? Mining mode.
Affirmative. Stand by.
Gimbals.
Actioned.
Gimbals.
Actioned.
Gimbals.
Actioned.
It's not working. They're just not working. Now, why aren't gimbals working? Oh, you know what?
What do I need to do to get the Gear VR to work with head tracking? I have everything that you have.
Cruise control.
Affirmative.
I don't know. You need VorpX, and I don't know if Gear VR works with VorpX. This build is screwed up. I am being serious screwed up. Yeah, I would, I don't know if VorpX will run Gear VR. I mean, I don't know that it does. I know it works with some Windows mixed reality, but I don't know, you know what I mean? I don't know which ones. I would go to the Google VorpX, go to their forums and ask somebody, you know, how, if it works with Gear VR. Would be the smart thing, I think, to do. Let's see, we'll go to key bindings. Let's see, what is gimbals? Did they change it? Toggle gimbal is R mode, so they didn't change it, right? But it's not working. Gimbals are not working. No, gimbals are not working. I have no gimbal tracking. Since when don't I have any gimbal? See, you know what? This is what I hate about their shitty ass programming. Now, what did they change? All I have is fixed weapons. They're fixed. They're not gimbal, and they are gimbaled. But gimbals are not working. So what did they change? Gimbals.
Action.
Yeah, see, I cannot control my gimbals at all. Not a bit. I have no idea what they changed. See, they make changes, and they tell you they make changes, but they don't tell you what they are, and I have no way of knowing what they've changed. except things don't work anymore. Now, what could they have possibly... Gimbals should be tied into the mouse, and they're not. So gimbals are now functionless. What they do, remove them from the game? Do you have fixed or auto, or you have nothing in between now? Well, why have gimbals weapons? Mining mode?
Affirmative. Stand by.
Yep, I got no control over my gimbals. They're just fixed. You know what? I hate having to keep fixing shit because they break it. I have no idea what they broke. None. Did they? They sure don't work here. I've got no control over any of the gimbals. None. Not weapons, not my heads, not my got nothing. Yeah, see, I have no idea what they changed. There's no way of knowing. I have no idea what they changed. Why do you want to use... I don't want to use VJoy. Yeah, see, see, I see now in game settings they added a bunch of gimbal. Unbelievable. See, you know what? They just keep fucking with shit that's not broke. I now have 1, 2, 3, 4. You now have 5 different gimbal mode things fucked that was never here before. So, let's try to turn it all off, see what we get. You know what? See, they broke it. Is exactly what it boils down to. Gimbals.
Action.
Gimbals. Nothing.
Action.
Gimbals.
Action.
It's all broke. See, those settings weren't there before, so they put shit in there and they broke head tracking for the gimbals, is what they did. It's exactly what they did. I swear to God, I hate these ignorant developers. Unbelievable. Now, how are you going to fix this? Gimbals can no longer be used with head tracking because these assholes have run the game. Unbelievable. You know, all vehicles, they got VJoy now. Look at your game settings. Look at the first page game settings in your menus. And look at all this shit they added that wasn't here. It's not in the PU. Look at all of it. You have vehicles, VJoy. You have range, pitch, VJoy. What are all these settings doing here? These are not game settings. They have added a whole line of shit that wasn't here. It's not here in a PU. Okay, let's try look direction. Uh-oh, I may have figured it out. Okay, to get your gimbals to work back with your head tracking again, you have to force look direction. Like I say, all these all that stuff wasn't there, is not there in the PU. And they changed shit like this. This was not in the patch notes. They did not notify anybody. But they locked out everybody's gimbals. Mining mode. Now,
Affirmative,
why
stand by.
wouldn't you tell people when you make major changes to how you do things? Yes, now I have gimbals. How about that? Because I had to go in and figure it out because they're too big of idiots to explain it to explain they made changes. Just that simple. And I really don't understand what this mess here, right here, is on my screen. Mining mode.
Affirmative, stand by.
Okay, everything about this rock all of a sudden is inert materials, and I just broke a piece that was 35%. That makes sense. Huh. That makes a whole lot of sense. I just broke this piece and it was 35% HEP and 28% diamond, and now there's none of those materials here. So explain that to me. Nothing there. Flight mode.
Changing flight mode.
Huh. Maybe I imagined it. It wasn't really here, huh? Could have been. Might have been my imagination. You know, that is a pretty ship, though. Inert. Inert. So that piece that I went to get turned into inert. This whole rock here is nothing but inert now. I have no idea what's going on here. Oh, come on. I'm not even on this rock. It's going to blow up. Told you. Not even on it. And it's going to blow up. So I'm thinking mining's pretty much screwed at the moment.
The Samsung Note 8 works with VORPs with space disk but not the head tracking.
Well, that's a damn shame. I wonder if there's a way you can get the head tracking to work. I don't know. How does it head track? Yeah, boy, I mean, that's the most important part. The head tracking makes it the most fun, anyway.
With the gyro sensors built into the phone.
Hmm. Hmm. I guess that makes sense. And VorpX has no way to contact them. Mining mode.
Affirmative. Stand by.
Scanning mode.
Accepted. You may now proceed.
I have been testing with PC remote.
What does PC remote do? Mining mode.
Affirmative. Stand by.
Okay, I'm not impressed with their mining stuff. I see no useful yeah, I just scanning mode.
Accepted. You may
Some
now
kind
proceed.
of key mapping thing.
Having any luck with it working? Mining mode.
Affirmative. Stand by.
Okay, I see no purpose at all of these new, I see no purpose of these consumables. Maybe if you don't have a helix head, I don't know. I don't even see how you can possibly use them while you're mining. They only last for 30 seconds. Yeah, I just think I don't get it. Don't get it.
I have also been doing some extensive test with Tabi IC4 just before I got kicked out of Evo, for streaming the wrong video by mistake.
Well, Toby works pretty good. I mean, I have Toby, and I think it works great. What were you doing? Streaming porn? I don't think you can, period. These rocks are not, I'm not really looking for anything, but scanning mode.
Accepted. You may now proceed.
Yeah, I like Tobii eye tracking, except you, of course you got to have, the program has to utilize it. Has to be built into the code.
With Tobii 4C you need VJoy.
Do you? Oh yeah, to run it if it's not built in, yes. And I would imagine that's what they're using in their head tracking. I would imagine that's exactly what Star Citizen is using, an outdated technology. I say those controls were never there before. They've added that in this patch for whatever reason. I need to take them back out. Mining mode. Like I say, they
Affirmative. Stand by.
scanning mode.
Accepted. You may now proceed.
Yeah, they changed something with the graphics in this game. I don't know what it is yet. But I'm telling you, it's different. And being you can't buy water anywhere but Lorville. Buy it at Olevsky, I guess. Can't buy it at Olisar that I know of. I don't think there's any stores like that at Olisar. If they don't stay in your inventory, how in the hell you... Like I say, I don't understand their whole line. Obviously, it doesn't stay in your inventory after you log out because mine disappeared. So, what are you supposed to do to keep hydrated and fed? You're supposed to go into one of these major ports every time? Is that their ideal of gameplay? Well, that's not going to work for me. You have the right ideal. I'll just backspace every time it kills me, you know. Because I don't see me running around trying to find water all the time. Yeah, mining mode. Mining mode.
Affirmative. Stand by.
Bunch of useless friggin' rocks. Scanning mode.
Accepted. You may now proceed.
I don't understand why people want survival mechanics unless it's a survival game to begin with. I just don't understand the line of reasoning. Just not a lot of fun to have to worry about eating and shitting. Mining. Mining mode.
Affirmative. Stand by.
I really don't want my games to duplicate real life. I really don't want that. It's not why I play them. Scanning mode.
Accepted. You
Wow,
may now
you went
proceed.
fast. You's a moving. Like a comet, buddy. Just like a comet. That's what it reminded me of going by there. Yeah, these graphics are weird. See, it gets light, gets dark, gets light. That's weird. Just weird. Something just ain't right. Yep. Not impressed. Mining mode.
Affirmative. Stand by.
I don't know.
Greetings, Commander.
I have to read. I don't understand what the lighting changes is. It's actually kind of gets bright, then it gets dull, then it gets bright, then it gets dark. I don't understand what is going on here. Scanning mode.
Accepted. You may now proceed.
I know I've got reflections all over my canopy. Have you been in a ship yet with a bubble canopy? Yeah, I see no way to even use these consumables, much less that they work. Don't understand the whole line of reasoning behind them. Mining mode.
Affirmative. Stand by.
Don't understand it.
When I have completed my test I will know which headset to get. I am
Fine,
looking
it's
forward
done.
to buying the Valve Index, but the only thing that is putting me off, it does not have
Fine,
eye
it's
tracking.
done.
That is the next generation. HTC Vive will be outdated soon unless they do something with the quality.
Yes. Cruise control. Cruise control. I have no idea
Affirmative.
what's going on with this build, but it is doing weird things. Yeah, you're not going to get eye tracking for a while yet. And even if, the eye tracking, even if you did have eye tracking, it would not do you any good because none of the games, except very few, use them, and no VR game uses them. Does that make sense? Alright. I'm tired of wasting my time with this man, and I don't understand why it is doing things. I am not turning it on. Why is it recognizing it? I do not understand.
Yes, I agree, but I have seen the immersion in it. It is
Fine, it's
unreal.
done.
You're right. Now that's true. Cruise control. Cruise control. Mining mode.
Affirmative. Stand by.
Cruise control. Cruise control. Cruise control. Jesus Christ. Cruise control. See, I have no idea what's flipping it on. Cruise control. Cruise control. Cruise control. Cruise control. Cruise control. Cruise control. See, it just ain't, something ain't right here. Something ain't right.
One thing you may have not noticed, it does 3D, and that is the next future of games when it comes to VR. Everything just dance out.
Yes, that's true. Okay. There is nothing can be causing this to command. Cruise control.
Affirmative.
Do you have Discord? If not, I can give you my link and we can take notes.
Yes, I do have Discord. Cruise control. Okay, that's
Affirmative.
working. Now it's working. And I have it here somewhere. Nope. Hang on a second. Let me pull it up. Copy. Control V, isn't it? Whoops. Get back in here. Okay, maybe that'll shut that down. And I really like the inside out tracking, just less stuff to mess with. And that's what upsets me, that I understand the Cosmos actually has really nice resolution, but the inside-out tracking's not very good, from what I understand. Cruise control.
Affirmative.
Star map.
Activating now.
Closed. I bet I can get closer.
Comlink closed.
Close, star map.
Affirmative.
Yeah, from what I understand, that's just not as good. Now, I don't know that there's any truth from it. I haven't tried one. Cruise control.
Affirmative.
Range.
Collecting data.
I see no purpose of these consumables, and maybe it's different if you use the lesser mining head. Jump.
Jumping.
It's not jumping. Why aren't you jumping? Spool. There you go.
Hi.
Hello. Jump.
Jumping.
This build needs a lot of work before they release it on the PU. Not that they will do any work on it, but it does need work. People were in such a hurry for them to release this, and it's really a mess. I mean, you got canopies with blobs in the middle of them. I mean, you see that? That's been here since I logged into this ship. It's not going away. You got seriously screwed up reflections that just once again mess up your view.
I am in your voice chat.
Alrighty. Yeah, this is, I'm not impressed. I think I'm upside down here. Maybe I'm upside down, I don't know. Yeah, this, lots of bugs. Permission to land.
Approach protocols engaged.
Close mobile glass.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Landing mode.
The landing gear is down and locked.
Yeah, these reflections have got to go in this canopy. This is just kind of bullshit. More of Chris Roberts' shit to keep you from being able to see what you want to do. I don't find it very neat. Jesus, this is ridiculous. Him and his goddamn bunch of crap. Why would he think you want to see all these reflections? I just don't understand what these people have against you being able to see what you want to see. They keep restricting your view any way, shape they can. Whether it's fog, it's rain, it's clouds, it's snow, now it's reflections in your canopy, for God's sakes. Power down.
Powering down.
I mean, you know, exit seat.
Affirmative.
I just don't understand these people's line of reasoning. You have all this gorgeous artwork and you hide it behind a bunch of crap. I guess you just like ugly. I guess that must be it. They just like ugly. All this wonderful artwork, they hide behind dirt. Just makes you wonder their line of reasoning. Just don't understand it. let's do everything we can to obstruct your vision because we're not very smart. I just don't get it. Let's not actually work on what really matters. Let's add extra reflections to block people's view. Oh, here, see, we got new artwork here. You see this? Yeah. It only took them 3 months to do that. They're proud of themselves. Yeah, not impressed. Say I don't understand. I would prefer, at least we can store ships now if it works. Occasionally it does work. There it goes. Alright, we're going to take a break here. I've had enough of the PTU. When I come back, I'm sure I'll come back on the PU. I just cannot take no more of this. Hopefully we'll get some more patches and they'll get some stuff fixed. Because I'm tired of buying shit that disappears. Not my ideal of a good time. And not my ideal of a good time. Keep buying stuff that disappears every time. Bet you they ain't got these fixed yet, do they? Nope. I have no idea what that is. Huh. Guess somebody in Alisar's playing a radio, huh? A lot of stutters. Okay, we'll be back after a while, but I'll probably be on the PU and do some stuff that makes a difference. Not this mess. We'll see you in a bit. Goodness. Terrible. Whoops, guess I better stop that.